Hello my lovelies, welcome to this perfume and luxury channel. Today's video is all about perfumes I would repurchase in a heartbeat if they ever run out. So I really dearly love them, and even though I love going through fragrances and like sometimes I don't repurchase them because I've enjoyed it for a time and now it's time for something new, these I definitely will repurchase because they are just that good. Excuse my voice, I've been ill on and off throughout the whole month of December, so I'm really trying to do my best, but I can hear my nasal voice inside my head. Hopefully it's not as bad out in the world when I project my voice. Anyways, the first fragrance that I would repurchase if it has ever run out is this baby. It's Greenly from Parfums De Marly, and this is from the men's collection, but I actually do wear it. My husband also wears it. It's a very nice fresh fragrance. I'm not usually a fan of fresh fragrances, but this one, it's the one that I gravitate towards, especially in the summertime or when it's warmer. It has this super transparent woody spiciness to it. It's refreshing, it's super long lasting, it's something different. It's not this like natural freshy that most fragrances smell like when you think of a freshie. This is more of this like woodsy, spicy freshness that I adore, and I also love the fact that it actually lasts and it just keeps refreshing you throughout the day. So this is like my gym cologne if I go in the summer. This is like when I'm just hot and I'm like, oh, I just need something that cuts through this hotness, is that even a word? Anyways, this is a scent that I would repurchase, and like look how much is gone. It's half of the bottle, it's gone of this fragrance. So that just goes to show you that we really love it because we've put a good dent in this scent. Another freshie that I would totally repurchase, and by the way, let me know in the comments what fragrances have you repurchased, what fragrances were worthy, or what do you think you would repurchase in the future. One of these is also Virgin Island water for me. I have gone through more than half of it, and I love this scent. This scent is my go-to against summer hot weather scent. It's a coconut bergamot. It's so nice and clean, but still with the coconutiness. It's got this creaminess to it that just is delicious. I love the scent. I only wish it lasted and projected more, but that's probably why I have gone through so much of it. I love in the summer in Selfridges, they always like spray it everywhere. I love it. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to apply my Virgin Island water today. It's just such a addictive scent. Love it, love it. It smells like a holiday. Just I wouldn't be able to live without it. So definitely will repurchase after this is gone, and this will probably be gone next summer. Next scent that I would also repurchase and I love dearly is BDK's Rouge Smoking. I mean, I have also put quite a dent in this one. I love this scent, and I'm surprised also, like looking at this, that quite a lot of the fragrances that I would repurchase don't have the best maybe staying power, but I still love them. I think that sometimes like staying power and longevity can be like, oh, this like has to be very long lasting, and otherwise we don't like that fragrance. But for some reason I think that just the scent is good enough by itself, even if it doesn't last, and it lasts only for a few hours. The Rouge Smoking is one of those. I just find this fragrance incredibly addictive. It smells spicy, it smells bubblegummy, it's got lovely tonka bean base, it's fresh but semi-gourmand. This makes me feel just so good when I wear it. It's so unique, and the scent profile so delicious and sexy and powerful. Absolutely love it. I just wish it lasted longer, but I just respray it all the time and I couldn't live without it. It's just so good. It was actually the first BDK fragrance I ever purchased, because that one impressed me the most. Next one is of course Xerjoff Starlight. This one I've also I'm putting a dent on it. Oh no. It's my favorite Xerjoff scent. I'm obsessed with it. I love this coriander, chocolatey, honey concoction and how light and sweet it is. It's just so strong but beautiful in its strength. So unique, and I love it. And some of you have said that why don't you talk about any other Xerjoff scents? I've got this thing that I could talk about, like Naxos or other fragrances like Renaissance or whatever, 40 knots. I like many Xerjoff fragrances, but this one has just stolen my heart. And to me, talking about Xerjoff Naxos is doing a disservice to the brand, because this one is so much better. And yeah, I've got many samples of Xerjoff fragrances and I like them. I just love this one the most. My face is on it, that's why I will talk about it, and we'll see. But I really want to get more into Xerjoff fragrances. The issue is that where I live, they've got a selection of Xerjoff fragrances, but not all of them, and the ones that they have selected for this particular store are not really floating my boat. But I know there's other ones that I adore and want to test more. So that is why I think also they don't even have Starlight here. Yeah, I discovered this one just by myself and just bought it off the notes. So that is what I like to do. I like to just be independent in my own research of stuff. I of course have heard about Naxos and that it's popular, but I like to not research the brand too much or anything, so that I can pick my favorites independently of anybody else, not to be directed by everybody else's opinion, because I might love a fragrance. That happened, for example, with Initio Oud for Happiness. I tried it, I didn't know anything about it, I loved it, and then everybody was oh, but everybody else is saying, or people on the internet in the comments that it's not a good fragrance. But I thought it was really good. So I guess there's loads of different opinions, but I like to stay independent to what I actually think, because my taste is my taste and perfume is so personal. Next one that I will repurchase in a heartbeat is Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette. You guys know that this is the heart of this channel, of my perfume journey. This is one of the first fragrances I really fell in love with, so I would repurchase it wholeheartedly. Next is Oud Wood, and this one is actually very low, literally a few sprays left, and I'm repurchasing it for sure. This scent, again, me and my husband wear. It's everything. I crave it so much. Dry, woody, spicy, just perfection, and I could not live without it. This is, I think, if I wasn't doing this, if I wasn't talking about perfumes all the time, this probably would be my signature scent for this time of my life, because this is just so versatile, and I don't have a day that I think, oh, I can't wear this because I don't feel like it, you know what I mean? So this is my perfection. Next scent that I would repurchase in a heartbeat, even if this whole collection burnt down, is this one. And I know it's discontinued, but I would hunt it down and repurchase it. It's Dries Van Notten by Frederic Malle. It's a limited edition fragrance for Frederic Malle that Dries Van Notten did, and it's everything. This one is saffron, it's vanilla, it's milky, it's got also this leatheriness in there. It's not a pretty vanilla, but it's a leathery vanilla. It's so intense, extremely strong and gourmand. It smells so cozy, and the quality is just unparalleled. This, you can smell the quality of this. It's so good. I only wear it very sparingly. It was my present actually to myself a few years back on my birthday. I bought it and I should have gotten a bigger bottle because I didn't realize they were discontinuing it. But I just, even though I don't wear it often because I don't want to use it too much because I don't have much of it left, when I do, I love it. Next fragrance I would repurchase, and I also wear quite a lot, is Eau de Well from Diptyque. This is the Eau de Toilette. I just really enjoy the spicy French vanilla in here. It's light, it's positive, it smells like fall. It's one of these fragrances that is extremely popular in big cities, but sometimes that puts me off. With this one, nothing will put me off. I just love it so much, and I would repurchase it in a heartbeat. And I don't wear it quite as often as I wish I did because I'm with fragrances that I'm very precious about. I'm afraid that I will destroy it with like a memory or something, so I'm very careful when I wear these. So for example, I've been ill most of this month, and it's been such an intense month, like work-wise and everything, so I have nearly not worn many fragrances because I don't want the fragrance itself to be associated with me being ill, so I'm very careful about that. So even though now I'm filming, I try to not spray the fragrances too much, just because I don't want to remember them for this period of my life being ill. That's a little tip for you guys, like if you're ill, don't. Next fragrance that I would definitely repurchase is Javoy Remember Me. This is the first Javoy fragrance I ever purchased, and it was because I went to London. This is like actually a vlog probably from that trip, like 2 years ago or something. I went to the Javoy boutique in Mayfair and I smelled their line and I fell in love with Remember Me, Psychedelic, and one other, which I don't remember the name of right now. And I was like, oh, I'll have to purchase it. This is a fragrance that is very romantic, it's fruity, it's a bit like tonic, so it's got like a milkiness to it. It's kind of candy-like. It's very strong and intense, and I love how just this gives me this warmth. But well, this is a gourmand. It's still very feminine, and it just keeps it stunning. Like, this is a stunning fragrance. My husband absolutely loves it on me, so I wear it mostly for dates, and I actually haven't like put a dent on it too much because you only need like 1 or 2 sprays, because this fragrance is very strong, which is good, I guess, because I won't have to repurchase it for a long time. Another scent that I adore and I would repurchase is Magenta Tanzanite from Armani. This beautiful fragrance is one that I got this year, and it's so good. I actually usually wear a lot of Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford this time of year, but this one replaced it because it's also like tobacco and patchouli. It's earthy, it's got a spiciness to it, so in many ways it's like similar vibes, but this one I find much more wearable on like an everyday basis, whereas Tobacco Vanille is a bit more specific to like the audience that is receiving the fragrance, the mood and everything. So although Tobacco Vanille, like, I used to wear it every single day to work like 3 years ago during this period, so sometimes I just have phases, but this one has replaced me wearing that fragrance this time of the year. I'll link all of them down below, and if I've got any special codes or discounts, I'll also give you a heads up in the description. Let me know what fragrances you would repurchase personally in your collection, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.